Ariel Helwani getting ready for UFC 118 with the UFC lightweight champion Frankie Edgar, who of course defends his title this Saturday night against BJ Penn live on pay-per-view. Frankie, you're doing it all over again. Does a part of you think like, wow, this is like deja vu again? Everyone's doubting you. You're fighting BJ Penn. That just happened a few months ago.
Yeah, man, this is a pretty comfortable role. You know, I felt like I've done it once, so why not do it again?
BJ this time is the contender, and everyone's saying when BJ is motivated, when he feels as though the cards are sort of stacked against him, that's when he brings out the best BJ Penn. Are you expecting to see a different BJ Penn than the one you fought in April?
I'm sure he'll be adjusted. You know, I'm sure he's adjusting to our last fight, some things that I did well. I'm sure he's going to try to avoid some of those things, but I've also think I've grown as a fighter myself, so hopefully I could be a little different in there as well.
A lot of talk after the fact that BJ wasn't 100%. People were saying that knee problems, whatever. But you weren't 100% either, right? What was wrong with you?
I mean, nothing affected me, man. I ended up in having to, treat something when I got back home, but I was good for the fight.
How does it feel to be a champion?
It feels good, man, but I don't feel any different, really. You do get more recognition and stuff like that. I do feel a sense of accomplishment, but it goes away kind of fast. Especially when you're back in training camp for another title fight. So I really don't let that stuff get to me.
Is it true what they say though? People start coming out of the woodwork, start pulling you in different directions, all that stuff. A lot more distractions.
A little bit, but I have a pretty close-knit circle around me. I've had since day one, so I trust in those people and I kind of don't let the outsiders in.
Do you believe in the theory that you're only really a champion until you defend the title once?
I don't know. If I defend it, I'll say yes. How about that?
But you consider yourself one?
Right now, yeah, I am. I mean, it's the belts in my living room, so yeah, I guess I am. But, obviously to solidify that title, we'll be winning on Saturday.
How often do you think about what transpired in Abu Dhabi?
You think about it technically, but not, I'm not one to gloat on, my accomplishments or anything like that.
Well, speaking of which, what do you make of him saying that you celebrated a little too much to sway the judges? I mean, from my perspective, you potentially just beat BJ Penn. You were very excited. You're not one to trash talk, to gloat and things like that. Do you think he's just trying to use this as something to sort of fuel his fire?
Yeah, man, I'm sure that's what it is, and a lot of emotions in there, man. I was excited. And it's not like they scored a rounds in between each round. It's not like they scored at the end anyway. So it's not you're gonna get too much of a sway your way, doing stuff like that.
Are you surprised that a lot of people aren't picking you this time around again?
No.
Why?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm kind of cute. Maybe they don't like the cute kid in there. Who knows?
What do you have to do to gain some respect in MMA?
A convincing win Saturday, I'm sure will help me out.
Do you feel as though you need to finish him in order to sort of cement yourself as the lightweight champion?
I think that'll only help me. It's a tough task. I'm realistic, man. Of course I'd love to go in there and finish BJ, but I'll do what I got to do to win.
Without giving away too much of your game plan, can we expect the same Frankie Edgar? Because it's almost like if it ain't broke, why fix it? I mean, you did beat him, or are you going to try to switch it up?
No, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but let's build on it, and maybe put an addition on the house. We need to fix the house, we'll put an addition on,
Okay, so obviously you're from New Jersey, Toms River. This is in Boston, big deal, East Coast. You got a lot of people coming to this event?
I do, man. At least 130 people from my hometown alone, so hopefully I get some East Coast love as well.
Compared to in Abu Dhabi, you had like 5 people. You were rolling 5 deep.
Yeah, it was 5 deep, and if something happened, I would have been in trouble.
Situation coming?
Nah, he's home. He's in Seaside right now.
How were the ESPYs? What was that experience like?
It was cool, man. To be around such great athletes and stuff, and be recognized. Not only me myself, but the sport of MMA was definitely a good look.
Did you have a sort of moment where you had to pinch yourself and you're like, wow, look, I'm sitting next to these guys like LeBron James and whatnot. Yeah. I'm the champion of the UFC. I mean, have you had that moment yet?
Nah, yeah. It was Marky Mark walked past me. I'm like, oh, what I mean? So it was definitely a little bit of a surprise, a surprise feeling.
Okay, so give us the sort of prediction here. How do you envision the fight ending?
I'm just with my hand raised, man. That's what I try to envision. Be positive, hand raised at the end.
Well, best of luck to you, Frankie. We look forward to it.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.